Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. We're at Mystic Fitness Yoga Studio with some students live and on Facebook Live. Thank you for joining us. My name is Amy, and this is our Saturday morning power class. So, hope you enjoy it. Make sure you have a nice bottle of water next to your mat and any other props that you practice. We're starting with Ujjayi breath, breathing in through our noses, filling up our bellies, filling up our lungs. Letting go of the week behind us. Letting go of what our afternoons are going to bring, what our plans are. And instead, just staying in the present moment. Our breath helps us do that, focusing on our breath. So breathe in and breathe out. Find the peace that lives in your body. Find the peace that lives in your soul. And focus your breath on that peacefulness. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Come back to this beautiful place of peacefulness anytime during your practice. Anytime during your day. Let's start to find some gentle movements. Maybe we lift our arms up in the air and splay your fingers and just start circling at your wrists. Maybe you rotate your limbs. Maybe you start to bring your legs up in the air and you put your hands on your knees. And start stirring your knees, putting one knee in each hand and then opening and closing your thighs. Stirring the knees in one direction and the other. And just saying good morning, body. And good morning, great big world. Let's get this great world spinning again. You know what I mean. We'll gently plant our feet on the floor, bent knees. Taking a pelvic tilt here, point your tailbone toward the back of the room and your pubic bone toward the front of the room. Tilting the pelvis, finding the space between the lower back and the floor and eliminating that space. So we press the lower back onto the ground by tilting the pelvis. Take your hands and gently push your thighs away from your torso. And breathe. Just giving that lower back a nice little primer for what's to come. Breathing in and out. Good. Bring the knees up in the air again for me. Give yourself a hug. So now, wind removing pose, giving those organs a nice massage by just squeezing your shins and your thighs toward your body, toward your torso. And holding on to the backs of your thighs and just rolling up and down and up and down and up and down. And maybe next time we stay upward, spin around and face the front of the room. And we'll start our beautiful yoga practice with a breath in and out, the cleansing breath, followed by breath in and the sacred sound of Om. So inhale and exhale. Inhale again. Om. Enjoy your practices today. Thank you for coming to class. Take your hands and just rub them. Want to generate some electricity, some beautiful warmth. And good. Lean back a little into an imaginary beach chair. This is also a version of boat with our feet on the floor. Keep that spine straight. And then take those nice hot hands and start to just scan your body from head to chest, up the thighs. You need to lift up off that beach chair to get your shins. Good. When you reach your feet, you're going to take those big toes in your fingers and bring your heels a little closer to you. Good. This looks harder than it is. The first time I did this, I said there's no way I could do it, but I was able to do it. We're going to try to lift one heel up, and guess what? The other heel. Not too bad, right? Now I want you to press through from the middle of your back. So we don't want to use the back as leverage. So straighten that spine, press through from the middle back. And if you can straighten, then go ahead. Pull belly in and down. Straighten those legs if you can. Nice work, class. Nice work. Bring your heels together and find traditional boat pose here. Good. Many options in traditional boat. You can anchor the boat with hands behind you, or you can hold on to the backs of your thighs, or you can straighten your legs or bend the knees. Perhaps you're really strong in boat, you've done this before, and you want to paddle it so you can row, working those obliques. Breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Bring the heels down. We'll hold our ankles and we'll just butterfly the thighs open and roll forward, head toward your heels. Breathe. Let's bring our right knee up and extend your left leg in front of you, squeezing that right shin. Straighten your spine. We're just going to start by looking over right shoulder, giving our neck a twist, and looking over left shoulder. Good. We'll deepen the twist now. Left hand on the right knee. Right hand behind you. Lift up out of lower back and look over right shoulder again. Finding a minor twist, please, in the spine. Nothing too deep. We'll go back to this at the end of class and go deeper. But right now, we're just introducing the cells and muscles to this type of movement. We're not immersing them in the movement. We're just introducing them. Good. Come back to center. We are going to drop the right thigh. Circle, sweep arms up high. Inhale, lift, and fold. Beautiful. Lift right back up, students. Good. Bring the left foot to meet that right one again. Squeeze the thighs downward. And let us rub the hands one more time, warm them up. Good job, Nora. Good job. And then take your peace sign fingers and grab those big toes for me again. Second set. Lift the right heel, lift the left heel. Yeah. Remember to push through, good Ralph, from the middle back to try to really straighten that spine. It's the hardest thing for me. And then rise up into your leg lift. Good work, Stephanie. That looks good. Pushing through from the middle back. You got it, Maddie. Ready to formulate the boat? Bring your heels together and find your boat. Yeah, so I have a bend in my knees. Some students can straighten their legs. We're all trembling. Let's row. 10, 9, 8, 7. I like the paddle. I love that paddle, Leah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautifully done. Bring the heels together. Squeeze down. And then please lifting left knee, extend that right leg. We're going to flatten the back upright, nice and strong. Breathe. Good. Look over left shoulder for that nice little neck twist. Look over right shoulder. Here comes the deeper twist. Hold on to the knee with your right hand, left hand behind you. Lift up out of lower back and look over left shoulder. Breathe. Good. And release. Let that left knee drop down. Sit up tall. Inhale, circle, sweep. Interlace and fold over. Breathe. And when you're ready, students, bring the right foot to meet the left and just butterfly those legs down. One last time. Bring your knees together, hold the backs of your thighs, and take that rock and roll again. That's how we got there in the first place. This is fun to do. You're going to flip over and take it into your tabletop. However you like to get there. Shoulders are above the wrists, hips are above the knees. Inhale, arch your spine, raise your head and tail. Cow position. Exhale, round and top, chin to chest. Good. Take a few of these, cows and cats. Good. And spreading the hands a little wider and the knees a little wider, start to circle. Lubricating the joints here. Finding any movements that are calling your name. And breathing into them. We're going to take my new favorite abdominal training set. And this is what it looks like. If you've been coming to class this past month, you know it pretty well. We start in tabletop proper. Inhale, arch to cow. Exhale, round and tuck, angry cat. Come back to tabletop proper. Tuck your toes under. Lift the knees 2 inches off the ground. It's called bear pose. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back, high plank position. Roll forward on the toes, bend at the elbows, low plank. Push right back up to high plank. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back, knees elevated, bear pose. Knees come down, tops of the feet flat on the floor. Here we go. Arch, inhaling, round, exhaling. Tabletop proper. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, bear pose. Left foot steps back, high plank. Right foot steps back, high plank. Optional chaturanga here. Down and up if you want to. Left foot steps back, right foot steps back, bear pose. Knees come down, tops of feet flat on the floor. Let's try 2 more sets. Inhale, we arch. Exhale, we round. Tabletop proper, flat back. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees, bear pose. Right foot steps, left foot steps, high plank. Rolling forward on the toes, elbows squeeze in and bend, low plank. Push back up to high if you can. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back. Knees come down, tops of feet flat on the floor. Inhale, we arch. Exhale, we round. This is your last one. Flat back. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Good. Left foot steps, right foot steps, high plank. Option to hold it or attempt a chaturanga. Nice work. Left foot steps, right foot steps, knees come down, tops of feet flat on the floor. Arching is the inhale, rounding is the exhale. You guys did great. Tuck those toes, lift your knees to a hover, and then find your first downward facing dog of this beautiful Saturday morning. Let your head hang heavy. Splay those fingers out, distributing the weight of your body into the pads of the fingers, not on the wrists. Breathe in and breathe it out. Taking some plank rolls here, we bend our knees. Like a loaded spring, you're going to launch forward using the strength of your quads, landing in high plank. Hips lift up, down dog. Knees bend, rolling forward, high plank. Take some rolling planks here. Use those belly muscles nice and strong. All right, the next time we roll, it's the real deal. Walk or hop your feet to your hands. Inhaling, flat back, halfway lift, hands on the shins, crown of head pulls forward. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. So come to your rising, lifting up nice and tall to the sky. Exhale, per hands to your heart center. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, circle, sweep, high, reach. Exhale your forward fold. Take it all the way down. Hands on the ground. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop back to that high plank. Holding plank, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga Vinyasa, rolling forward on the toes, elbows squeeze in as they bend, low plank. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And exhale. Look forward, bend the knees, prepare for flight. Walk or hop your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, flat back, hands on the shins. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise it up, circle sweep all the way. Exhale, prayer hands to your heart center. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Inhale, circle sweep, raise it up. Exhale, draw all the way down, forward fold. Hands on the ground, halfway lift. Walk or hop your way back to that plank, holding plank. 5, option to put knees on the floor here. 3, 2, 1, Chaturanga Vinyasa. Bend those elbows. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And let it all go. Yes, look forward, bend those knees. Walk or hop your way to the front of your mat. Flat back is your inhale. Forward fold is your exhale. Inhale, raise it up, circle sweep, lift. And exhale, prayer hands to your heart center. Good work, everybody. Let's take a chair pose. Bending the knees here. So some people like chair with their feet side by side. Others prefer a distance of about 8 inches or so underneath the hips. And you find that seat for yourselves. I want you to curl the rump a little bit underneath you, just a little. Yeah, you got it. So yes, exactly. So your tailbone is at a 45-degree angle. That's correct. Beautiful work. Beautiful adjustment. And then what you want to do is find your depth with the knee bend. Okay? So let's just sit a little deeper if we can. And the weight is in the heels. The weight is in the heels for your chair. Find your breath. Good. And then take a little bounce. So you're just going to find a little springiness that lives in our joints and our muscles. And you want to capitalize on that spring, okay? To find your own levity and your own lightness in all of this. What I'd like to try here is just the step out of that right leg, okay? So you're just going to kind of step out. Here we go. You got this. We're just going to focus on the right. Option to put your hands on hips. Left knee stays bent, springy, springy. Good. We're going to move it over to the left, okay? Whenever you're ready. It's like double Dutch jump rope. It's really hard to get into it. But once you're there, stay there. Here we go. See when you can jump in on the left. Right now our arms are restrained. Ready to alternate? Here we go. Right, left. Once you alternate, those hands are going to go wonky. It's like, move us. You find your arms. I like to do kickboxing punches. But you can do whatever you want. I know my friend Erin in the back corner taught me these tricep curls. Stay with your heartbeat. Find your dance. You got it. You can alternate punches, curls. Punches, curls. Do it your way, whatever feels right. Yeah. Just have fun. You just want to get that heart rate up in a nice high intensity interval that's pretty easy to follow. I used to get super lost in aerobics classes back in the 80s. I flunked aerobics. So keep it easy and simple. Add that Saturday Night Fever, Shravya. Love it. And you just have to have fun in life. You got to eat those triple decker ice cream cones. You have to run in the rain. You have to treat yourself to exorbitant purchases. And you got to hug people. So we want to get ourselves a little tired, but really charged up. That's it. All right, so 75 minutes of this. How do you like it? This is the class. We're almost there. Let's train the body. Let's talk to it about endurance. Then we can withstand anything that we're hit with. I needed to tap into my arsenal this week of stamina, endurance, and fight power. I think I got it all resolved. I hope so. You can bring it back to one side. You know we're winding down. The other. You can even add anything you want to add at this point. March it out. What feels right for you. You did it. So, nice work. That's right. All right, let's take some softer moves here. So standing with your feet slightly apart. How's that huffing and puffing? You guys good? Big breath in. Breathe it out. Take a couple of these. So we inhale and exhale. Couple more. Take your drinks, whatever you need to do to wind down. This time we take it all the way down to squat, okay? So heels are in. Use those strong and powerful leg muscles. Take it down. Left elbow hooks on the inside of your left shin, thigh, or knee. And just find that yogi squat. You can go side to side a little. And let's push up, and this is going to require that strong leg work. Squeeze the buttocks as well. All the way up, guys. Good. And float those arms down. Right back up. Lifting up on toes if you can. Nice work. Feel how strong those feet are. And heels come down. And hands in prayer. We'll find some lunges here, okay? So circle sweep up. This time you're taking that right thigh with you. So big breath in. So when you have your arms above you, then you're doing mega core work also. So if you'd like to add core work, lift the arms. Shoulders pressed down. Good. Kick out. You're going to take a giant step forward on that right foot and a step back on the left. Crescent lunge. Shravya, you okay? Okay. You lay down if you need to, okay? Relax your shoulders. Arms up. Here's your crescent lunge. Check in with your back knee. Good, Maddie. Back knee is slightly bent in crescent lunge, okay? Good. These look good. Let me see it, Nora. You got it now. Nice work. We inhale, press into the feet and rise. Exhale and a dip. Inhale, rise. Exhale, dip. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's bring the left knee down, top of the left foot flat on the floor. This is marriage proposal pose. Setting it up for Davis Brahman Namaskar. So inhale, sweep up high, reach. Hands come into prayer and thumbs are crossed. Lift up out of that lower weight back, out of the waist. Inhale that stretch. Exhale, chin to chest, and we round. Forehead touches the right knee. This is the bowing down to the gods and goddesses of yoga. Good. Pick yourselves up. Use the inner core, the deep core muscles to rise. Left toe tucks under. Remember all that toe tucking we did going from cat pose to bear pose? It serves its purpose here. Tuck those left toes under and then press gently into them to rise, returning to your crescent lunge position. Nice work. The left foot steps in a little bit so that you can press the sole of the foot into the floor, and we return to that standing knee. Woo. You got it. Arms come down and right foot floats down too. Take any movements before we enter the left side for that. Yeah, ready? All right, weight goes into right foot, circle, sweep high, inhale, reach. This is your standing knee. I don't want you sassing out on the right side. I want you stacking your right hip on top of your right knee. Belly is drawn in, torso's long. Breathe in. You're going to kick out and step. And step back a little. Crescent lunge position. Pay attention to that right knee. It should be slightly bent. Here we go. Some dips. Inhale up. And exhale. Two more. Last one. You did it. Ready? Davis Brahman Namaskar. Right knee drops. Top of right foot on the floor. Circle sweep. High inhale. Lift. Stretch up. Chin to chest. We round. Raise it up gently and slowly using deep core muscles to lift up safely. Tuck that back toe under and press into it. Here we go. Crescent lunge position. The right foot steps a little closer and the left knee comes up, standing knee. And float it all down. Take a drink, roll out those shoulders, take any positions or movements that you need. Very nice. Sun Salutation B is going to bring us to some warriors, okay? So top of your mat, circle, sweep, rise up, lift, stretch, align. And forward fold, take it down. Hands on the ground, flat back. Step back to high plank. Chaturanga Vinyasa, roll forward on the toes, elbows squeeze in as they bend, lowering you down safely. Tops of the feet flat on the floor as you press into an upward facing dog. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog as hips lift up to the sky. Right foot lifts, bend the knee, open up that hip a little bit, and then carefully please step the right foot in between your hands. Runner's lunge position. Good. Releasing the hands off the floor, draw your fingertips back behind you. This is an airplane lunge position. Good. You're going to pick up that left arm. It's going to help propel you into warrior two position as the left heel plants on the floor. Relaxing those shoulders, drawing the arms apart. It's warrior two. Good. I'd like you to just make little fists and spin those wrists. Good. Maybe even rotate the arms a little. When the palms are facing the ceiling, breathe in, reverse that warrior. Feel that beautiful stretch in your right side body. We're all pretty wet and warm in here. That was from the high intensity interval. Enjoy it in this beautiful stretch. And good. Extended side angle lunge, please. Many variations of this. You can act as though you're holding a medicine ball over you. Or maybe it's more of a bent knee triangle position. Or maybe your right arm rests on your right thigh. Breathe here. With control, return back to reversed warrior. And delicately, I'd like you to propel the arms, but not down to the ground, instead to your sides as the left foot meets the right for Tadasana, standing position. Good. We'll try that on the other side. So circle sweep up high, inhale to reach. Exhale, forward fold, drawing all the way down. Halfway lift, crown of head pulls forward, feet step back to high plank. Rolling forward on the toes, elbows squeeze in as they bend, low plank. Inhale to upward dog. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog, big breath in and out. Pick up your left leg, bend your knee. Everybody okay? I've done that a lot. Here we go. Step that foot in between your hands. Runner's lunge position. Feel the insides of your thighs drawing toward one another as they create strength and balance and foundation for your lunge. Here we go. Fingertips point back. Ready for that dance move? Right arm sweeps up over, right heel drops, warrior two position, and you get to look at that side mirror now. Relax those shoulders, nice long arms. Beautiful, Maddie. Let's circle those wrists. Rotate the arms. I want you to believe in your warriors, okay? Believe you are a warrior. Peaceful fighter for what's right and what you deserve. Palms face the ceiling. Breathe in, reverse that warrior. Stay with the breath. Good. Extended side angle lunge position. Good. Warrior two. We'll propel the arms with control and step the right foot forward to meet the left. Tadasana, standing pose. Go ahead and roll out those shoulders. Maybe turn your head to one side and the other. Loosen up your neck. We're going to prime ourselves for dancer pose, okay? Starting just with a leg lift on the right. So just start by grabbing your right shin with your interlaced fingers. Shoulders are soft and relaxed. Open up to Nataraja Pose. So this is a dancer pose. This is Dancer King. Raja, dancing Shiva. Shiva's your male energy, as opposed to Shakti, your female energy. Option here, we did this when we were seated, right, Shravya? You can grab those toes and see if you can't lift that leg. Even if you fall out, it's cool. Good. Bring that leg back. I want you to take both hands and grab your ankle or foot from behind you for a quad stretch. Those of you on running teams and soccer teams, I'm sure your coaches have you do this. Point the knee down, press it back. Okay, and then we release that leg. Like I said, we're just priming ourselves for dancer. Let's try the other side, okay? So you're going to grab your left shin and squeeze. There we go. Nataraja, or dancing Shiva. You can try what we did seated in the beginning of class. And you're ready. Good work. You're going to take it behind you. Squeeze. One more breath. You didn't give in to that trembling and that unsteadiness. Nicely done, students. Release that leg. So nothing has to ever be perfect, right? Don't give in to the trembling or the unsteadiness because the posture doesn't look perfect. Just grow with it. Dancer, here we go. Right palm comes out to the right and the weight goes into your left leg. Reach back for the inside of your right foot or ankle from behind. Thighs come together, left arm shoots up. Inhale that stretch. Exhale, kick it up. Falling is the only way we learn. It's a brilliant opportunity to begin again and build resilience. Stay with the breath. Two more breaths here. Carefully come out the opposite way you came in. Good work, everybody. Left side, okay? Left palm comes out to the left. Reach back for the inside of your left foot from behind you. Thighs reach together. Right arm shoots up. That's your setup. Set it up strong. And then proceed. Stay with the breath. Two more breaths. One more. Yeah. Beautifully done. Roll out those shoulders, arms. Good. We'll step to the top of our mats, turn sideways and face the side mirror. Open up your legs big and wide in a 5-pointed star. Let's reach our hands behind us, interlace those fingers if you can. Okay. And then just take a nice forward fold. And breathe. Releasing the hands, bring them toward your right foot. Take a lateral lunge on the right side, please. And walk across. Take a lateral lunge on the left. Good. Let's raise ourselves back up. Bring the heels slightly inward. We're going to rise up to our goddess position. So that means your knees are bent and the tailbone points down and your spine is long. Knees never eclipse the toes. Okay, here we go. Let's all just come a little lower if you can. We're going to take Moon River here, okay? So arms are going to just open up slowly. The river is forming. So spread the arms wide and then bring them back in. You'll lift them up above you. And a big moon to the right. So two arms move to the right circularly. Option to bring the torso with you or just work the arms. Big moon to the left. Open up those arms to the river. Tide coming in. Tide going out. Tide rising. And big moon to the right. One more time for me. And big moon to the left. This is some Tai Chi. We learned it from Kat, one of our instructors. Let's take that river one more time, open it up. Bring it in. Open it up. And river rises. Straighten out those legs. I bet they could use some of that. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your buttocks. Press your hips forward. Open up that chest. Open the arms a little. Press your heart and chest toward the ceiling for a slight back bend. Make sure those glutes are squeezing firmly. And arms come down to sides. Good. Taking a side stretch, left arm up and over. And one more on the other side, please. Good. Back to your center. Remember that yogi squat earlier? Let's resume it. Bring your heels slightly in, bring your hands to prayer, and start to bend those knees, lowering down carefully. Hooking that left elbow inside the left thigh and the right elbow inside as well. And see if you can't get low down enough to actually sit on the floor without the use of the hands. I don't know if I can do that. Yes. Good. Please sit and face the front. You'll open up your legs, please. You're seated facing the front. Yeah, we're not going to lie back yet. So bending those knees and just kind of windshield wipering those legs, one and the other. I think tomorrow, guys, you're going to feel it right at the hip flexors. We did a lot of work right here at the hip flexors. Okay. Let's see if we can take a reverse tabletop here. Planting the feet are still wide apart. Point your fingertips toward your glutes, okay? Hands on the floor, fingertips pointing in. Good, Judy. And if you can find the strength, press gently. Press those hips up. Maybe head drops back. Breathe. Good. Lower on down. Windshield wiper. And back to center one more time on that reverse tabletop. And bring it on down. Okay, now you can spin around, your heads face the front, your feet face the back. We're going to go right into some abdominal work, okay? So come on down onto your forearms, okay? Elbows propping you up ever so slightly. Knees come up in the air. And we're just going to take a little bicycle here. So left leg straightens, right thigh stays up. And you can change. Try not to sink into the shoulders. This is a supported bicycle, propped up. Good work. Now we're going to take away those arm supports, okay, and you're going to use more of your core here. We will keep the shoulders lifted, and our hands are behind the occipital region of the skull, so where the skull and neck meet. Keep those, the upper back still elevated, at the very least the shoulders, and see how that bicycle works for you now. You don't have to bring your elbow to your thigh, but if you'd like to, you may. Work from the shoulder here. Okay, that's plenty. Lay back, give yourself a squeeze. Hands on your shins. Here's some of the variations I really love. Lying all the way back, okay, thighs come up. I want you to press your hands against your thighs and press the thighs at your hands. So now we're just building some intra-body resistance. Make sure that low back is flat on the floor. Eliminate any space between your spine and the floor. Good. Those thighs should be reinforced enough that they can stay up there on their own. Take your hands behind your head. Keep your head on the floor at this point. We're going to dip the toes until they touch the floor. We're going to raise them back up. Now raise your shoulders. Dip your toes. Raise them back up. Lower your shoulders. Dip your toes. Raise them back up. Raise your shoulders. Dip your toes. Raise them back up. Lower your shoulders. Dip toes. Raise. Shoulders up. Dip toes. Raise. Shoulders down. Dip toes. Raise. Shoulders up. Dip toes. Raise. Shoulders down. One more time. Dip toes. Raise. Shoulders up. Dip toes. Raise. Shoulders down. You guys did great. Give yourselves a hug. Now we try the opposite image of that, or the negative image of that. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see. How do I do this? Shoulders up. Knees lift. Shoulders down. Feet on the floor. Shoulders up. Knees lift. Shoulders down. Toes touch the floor. I think I have that wrong, don't I? How do we do this? Shoulders up. Yeah. Knees up. Yes. Knees down. Shoulders down. Shoulders up. But didn't we just do it this way? All right. I'm screwing this up. Well, I think you get the idea. I did want to add a third version. And keep your shoulders up. Bring your knees up. Now you're going to straighten the legs. Rebend them. Toes touch. Shoulders down. So shoulders up. Knees up. Straighten legs. Bend. Down. And shoulders down. Try a few of these. And go slow. You should feel this one right under the ribs. 2 more. One more. Awesome. Stretch the arms. Stretch your legs. Stick pose. Stretch out nice and long, students. Pointing your toes, flexing your feet. Breathe. Let's take wind removing pose. Okay, so bend the right knee, interlace your fingers, and you squeeze that right thigh toward the right of your rib cage. Again, ensuring that low back is flat on the floor. Relax your shoulders. Please flex your left foot. We're going to raise the left leg, and we're going to lower it. Raise it, and lower it. And just take some of these. One more lift. And the next time the heel drops, I'd like you to open it out to the left about 3 inches. 3 inches more. 3 inches more. And then tap it right back in 3 inches, 3 inches, and 3 inches. So try a few of these. The heel taps out to the left in small increments. Let's do one more. And then please reset it just by lifting it again and lowering it again. And I bet you it's going to be ready to be hugged. Switch out your legs. Bring that left knee up. Wind relieving on the left. It can use a good squeeze. Flex your right foot. You ready for the leg lifts? Do 6 on your own, please. Let's tap it out to the right, okay? So the right heel taps out, 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 in, 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 out, 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 in, in, in. Couple more. Fantastico. Just to reset it, raise that right leg for me one more time. Lower it. Okay. Right leg's going to join the left as you just give yourself a hug. And then stir the knees the way we began the class, stirring the knees. Good. And place the feet on the floor. Nice work, everybody. Press the thighs away from you and press the lower back flat on the floor. Please crisscross your right heel or ankle over your left thigh for figure 4 pose. And press your right thigh away from you. Let's drop the whole figure 4 to the right, please, which means your left thigh is going to be in the center of your mat. And the right ankle is weighing down the left thigh in this beautiful twist. And you can gaze over your left shoulder. Good. Please release the legs. Put the soles of the feet on the floor and bend those knees. Press the thighs away from you. Let's take that left ankle over the right thigh. Figure 4. Press your left thigh away from you. stay here or find that twist by dropping the right thigh down, keeping the left ankle over your right thigh to weigh it down, and then look over your right shoulder. Breathe. Good. Carefully raise yourselves back to center. Yeah. Release your ankle. You're taking a bridge pose here. Press the soles of the feet into the floor. Begin with your pelvic tilt, pressing the low back into the floor, pulling your tailbone toward the back of the room, your pubic bone toward the front of your room. And if you've got that strong and steady, you can start pressing into your feet and raising those hips. Bridge. And then carefully lower down one vertebra at a time. Stretch those legs out long. Stretch your arms. Big breath in as you stretch long. And breath out's going to lift you up one vertebra at a time. Good. Reaching for your legs, giving the hamstrings a little stretch. And I promised you a spinal twist toward the end of class, so that's where we're heading. As you rise up, you can plant your right foot again on the outside of your left knee. Hold your right leg with your left hand. Sit up tall. Look over that right shoulder and twist. Maybe go deeper than you did at the beginning of class. Good work. Switch out your sides. Beautiful. Students, with your heads facing the front now and your legs facing the back, I'd like you to lie on your bellies. Okay? Extend the arms out sideways. We're going to roll over onto our right side and give that right shoulder and pec, bicep and tricep a nice stretch. So just keep that right arm perpendicular to the length of your body and roll over. Option to splay the left thigh wide open if you want. You might play with goal posting that right arm. It's a different set of muscles that'll get stretched. It's more intense, it's a little deeper. Rolling over, you can try that on the other side. I love this stretch. Good. Carefully roll back. Okay. We'll take that right knee, open it out to the right for your half frog pose. If you have a block, you can prop it underneath that knee. If you're not feeling any stretch, perhaps turn and face the left. Or bring your knee a little higher. Make sure you're breathing. And you can switch that out. Okay, my friends at home, thank you for watching, and we're going to close up here with Shavasana. I hope you have the best day of your life ever today, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Namaste.